What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Gad Talks. Today we are going to be taking a very basic comparison of two very budget smartwatches that are about $20 or less, and we're going to see what they can do and if they're going to be worth your money, and which one I would pick out of these two. Now, if you guys do want to proceed to purchase these watches after this video, you guys can use my affiliate link in the video description below, which would take you to eBay and trusted sellers, and I will earn a commission at no extra cost to you. And if you guys have not yet already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I will be coming out with new weekly videos on the latest gadgets, electronics, and smartwatches. Now let's begin. On the left here, we're going to have your V2 fitness tracker smartwatch, which has quite a bit of fitness tracking functions. We're going to take a look at how accurate these functions are. And on the right, we're going to have the T8 very basic fitness tracker smartwatch. We're going to start off with the V2 here, which goes for about $20 depending on the seller and website that you choose to get it from. Now this watch does not have any buttons. It really just operates off this one button right here, which would take you forward through all the features that this watch has. So let's begin. This watch contains the steps counter, calories counter, and distance counter functions. And it's also going to have your heart rate monitor function, your blood pressure function, and your sleep monitor. You can also do this for a variety of sports. Now let's see how accurate these fitness tracking functions are and how this watch looks on. Now this is how the V2 smartwatch looks on your wrist. It is not too big or small. It's very light and comfortable, so I do like that. And if you want to actually take a measure of your heart rate monitor, just leave the function on while it's on your wrist, and it's going to take a few seconds before it's going to give you a reading. Okay, so a 59 beats per minute, which is pretty accurate for someone sitting down. If you do want to cross-reference this with something that's that you can rely on, please do so before trusting this reading any further. So I am happy with this reading because I do have some knowledge of what my beats per minute should be. Let's take a quick blood pressure reading here. I expect myself to be somewhere in the hundreds, but less than 120 on the higher number. At least what I remember from the chart. That's a little higher than what I would expect. So I would want to cross-reference this number with something else that I also use for blood pressure reading. But it's not too far off. But when you do get a reading from this watch, you do want to cross-reference it with something else that you could rely on. Sleep monitor, we're not going to do it here for obvious reasons. And multi-sport mode. So this goes it for the V2 smartwatch, which I do like. It's very slim, and it's something that I will wear to the gym. Now let's go with the T8 here. This watch is great for its price. It does not have a heart rate or activity sensor, so you know that it's not going to come with a heart rate monitor. It does still have to charge through a USB port, which could be a hassle sometimes because you can't just snap it on and it starts charging. It does have two buttons with a touchscreen, so that's good for something under $15. And this is how the watch looks, which is not too shabby. It definitely looks like a watch that's worth over $15. And now let's check what this watch has to offer. It's got your basic phone functions. It's got a remote camera. Your other basic phone functions. It's also got a camera lens on its own. So that's a plus. And it's not too blurry either, so I'm pretty impressed. It's got your basic, very basic fitness tracker functions. Your pedometer really only, so you only get to track steps and time. No heart rate monitor on this. You have your sleep monitor though, and a sedentary reminder. And you also have your social media, which means you can connect this watch online and you can start browsing. So this goes it for just the functions that this watch has to offer. Now, which of these watches would I actually choose? It really depends on what you're going to buy your watch for. If you are buying a fitness tracker, you definitely want to choose the V2 Smartwatch, which has a great value. For $20, you get a heart rate monitor, a very nice screen, a blood pressure monitor, and, not too bad of a watch. It's got a, nice screen. It's slim. It's comfortable. And it's something that you would just take it to the gym. I wouldn't really wear this out. It just doesn't look like a watch, an actual watch. But if you are actually looking for a watch and not really a fitness tracker, this might be the better value for you for even under $15. And because this watch comes with quite a bit of functions, you can connect to go online. And even though it doesn't really have the more sophisticated fitness tracker functions, it's still, it's more of a watch, not really a fitness tracker. So you really have to get your purpose straight before you go shopping for any of these and take my recommendation. But I think both of these watches have great value and they go under $20. And from what I've seen, some of these two watches actually work better than a lot of other watches on the market that goes for even above $20 or even up to like $40, because the interfaces on these watches are just so much easier to use. And the look on these watches, they're just better designed. So this is my opinion of these two watches. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.